The high of 46 today, Deborah.
How'd you feel about that?
You know, I felt great about that, Deborah, because just after midnight, 46. We were like 44 this afternoon, but tomorrow I'm forecasting 39. A little anxious about that because it all depends on how quickly we cool off tonight and whether or not we can make a recovery tomorrow. But there's a clipper out to the west, and we're seeing snow showers out here, Pennsylvania, moving into New England. They're going to have several inches of snow away from the coastal areas in southern and central New England. So a white Christmas for them, and also in the mountains of the Allegheny Front, the Appalachians. But for us, had a couple of sprinkles, a couple of flurries, enough to whiten the ground across parts of Carroll and Baltimore counties, but the streets stayed wet because it's still above freezing. Even right now, I'm tracking a few snowflakes, snow showers, if you will, approaching Route 15, Thurmont, Emmitsburg, north of Frederick right now, coming out of the Catoctons. And in western Maryland, when you get into Allegheny counties, over toward Hancock, a couple of flurries, and then in Garrett County, we're picking up some more activity. But I really think the activity is going to be increasing, especially west side of the Continental Divide once you get past Frostburg as we get into later tonight and tomorrow morning. Wind advisory is going to go into effect here over the next few hours and be with us until early Monday afternoon. Just about everybody's in it. Gusts 40, 45, maybe even 50 miles an hour, and that could be a problem for some. Right now, we don't have really much in the way of winds. Some gusts near 20, but give it a few hours. By 2, 3, 4 o'clock, they could be gusting a 40 over at Davis, if not higher than that. Temps, still pretty much the same where they were at 6 o'clock. 40 in town, cool spots in the mid-30s. The only areas below freezing are on the higher elevations of far western Maryland and West Virginia, while the rest of us, yeah, it's chilly and damp out there, so it's not a nice night, but if you're going out to midnight mass here in a few minutes, you know, not bad. We've got no wind, so 40 feels like 40, and the humidity high at 83%. Now, tomorrow, very windy. We're going to have a wind sustained at 20 or so, gusting 40 plus, with those highs getting back close to 40. And there's a lot of cold air up across the northern part of the country in Canada, and that cold is going to be coming in right behind this clipper. So we'll get the winds, maybe a passing flurry snow shower overnight tonight, but then tomorrow a windy and cold start to Christmas week, and it will just get colder with the wind chill temperatures tomorrow. They're going to be dropping into the 20s and staying in the 20s all day long. In fact, a few upper teens to the north and west. And a quick look at the Futurecast late in the week. The European model, last night I showed you this if you're with me, had a snowstorm coming up the east coast and still develops low pressure off of Florida and Georgia, but more going off to the northeast and up the coast. So if it stays farther away, the moisture stays farther away. So we still have a threat for some snow, but we got to watch it because there's a lot of moving parts right now. Tonight, 30s for lows, mostly cloudy, a few sprinkles, flurries, snow showers, but not going to add up to much, if anything. Partly to mostly sunny, windy and cold in the 30s in the morning and a high between 35 and 40. Wind chills in the 20s. That wind advisory till 2 p.m. Cold on Tuesday, 38. An early flurry on Wednesday. We're only going to be in the low to mid 30s there. And then you see toward the end of the week, yeah, it is going to be some kind of cold around here.